Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Harry, and this is...
Gribbly, hey!
Yeah, we're back with another AMA, guys, and this is AMA 22. That's incredible. That's a lot of AMAs, and that seems like a lot of AMAs.
That's almost 22.
Yeah, I think you read my mind. That was actually perfect. There is a lot of really good, interesting questions. Are you ready for it?
No.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm ready. I'm just messing around. I'm ready. I'm totally ready.
Yeah, before we get started, how's your day going, and what's new with Gribbly?
Well, let me see. I'm busy. I've been having such a busy time. Lots and lots of really cool stuff going on at the studio.
Yeah.
Building lots of fun new stuff. This for me is a break, you know, like...
Oh, sure.
Super busy. Oh, actually, I'll tell you something that was fun. Mm-hmm. We work on the new circuit system, and so we've been doing a lot of kind of internal play tests of just like, hey, let's get people to come and try the circuits. Can they build it? Do we see any bugs? And it's been really fun to kind of like introduce people to the new circuit system, which is very powerful, and kind of see them start building stuff. And people have been having a lot of fun. And so I'm really, really looking forward to getting it to start coming out of beta in just a few weeks.
Oh, that's exciting.
And let everyone kind of start playing with it, because as well as a way to build things, something that's really cool about the circuits is like it's also just kind of a fun puzzle game to just like zen out and just like plug things together and like wire stuff up. It's just kind of a really fun game. Mm-hmm. So I've been spending a lot of time building with circuits, and that's been awesome.
All right, our first question comes from Yacht Boy. He asks, will the new UI be improved soon? Right now, it doesn't seem like it really works very well for either screen mode or VR. With the scrolling being weird and the buttons being hard to press if you aren't standing still. I know the new UI is easier to develop and it looks a lot smoother, but a lot of people prefer the old UI because of how simple it was and it worked really well across all platforms.
Yeah. I think the second question I saw on the list was like, would we ever support a toggle to have the old system and the new system? So let's go backwards. So the answer to the second question is no. So we definitely don't want to maintain two systems other than while we're transitioning. So yeah, we're definitely not planning to support both systems at the same time.
All right.
But we do, to go back to the first question, like we definitely understand that there's some problems with the new system. Like, that thing where you can't press anything while you're moving, that's a bug. We're working on it. Sorry about that. That's a really it's unpleasant to try and use it. There's a bunch of polish coming soon that's in the pipeline. It should be in the next ship. You'll get a lot of improvements to the scrolling and stuff like that. And we're just going to, because one of the reasons why we don't want to have two systems is that we want to invest in improving the new system over time. Mm-hmm. And so, every time we improve something in one screen, it's going to get better on all the screens. So, yeah, I'm sorry for the bug. I'm sorry for some of the places where it's not as polished. We will get it there, I promise. But yeah, that's going to be the new system, but we'll just keep working on it until people stop asking questions like this in the AMAs.
Yeah. I was going to say, it took a little while for people to get used to the new UI, but for me, it's like really easy to navigate like the categories. So I personally do like it, but I do understand the, it takes a little bit of time to like get used to the new UI system. So, but yeah.
Yeah, and I want to say that we super appreciate the feedback. So please don't stop complaining. So if it is bugging you, if there's stuff that is like, oh man, I just can't use it in this situation, or I don't like the way this works, please, I know people already are, but please keep making noise. It's really valuable to us. We're going to keep plugging away at it until everyone's like, yeah, okay, this is great. We love it.
Yeah, exactly. If you guys want to reach out to us for all the feedback, please go to Reddit, our Discord, and also the YouTube comments. We definitely read them, and we love hearing from you guys. So thank you again so much for the question. Appreciate that, guys. All right, so our next question is quite a big question. Should we speedrun this?
I read through the list. So I read through the list, and so you don't need to read them all out to me, Harry. I got them.
Okay.
So the question for anyone who hasn't seen on the Reddit, the question was basically a big list of bugs, and the kind of overarching question is, are you ever going to fix any of the bugs, or is it just going to be bug room forever? And so I think we're just going to go with bug room forever. We're not going to fix it. Just going to add new bugs from now on.
Right.
No, in all seriousness, yeah. So honestly, it's a mix of things. Some of those things on the list we're familiar with, and so our testing folks will take a look, see if we can repro them. Some of them on the list, like the kind of slowdown bug and the invincibility stuff, some of them have been around for a long time, and we've actually talked about them in previous AMAs. The challenge with the slowdown one specifically is we can never get it to reproduce. We know it's out there, we totally believe it happens, but we can never get it to happen, and if we can't get it to happen on our machines, it's really hard for us to fix. I think I said last time we talked about this, we've been doing some underlying physics rework.
Okay.
Which is in preparation for some new features coming online. We're hoping that when that ships, which hasn't quite shipped yet, but we're hoping when that ships, it will fix that slowdown bug with it because we're changing so much of the underlying code. Other stuff, we'll just forward it onto the testers. We'll have a look. Every so often we do kind of, do a release that's focused more on bug fixing. We'll have a chat about that. Maybe it's time to do one of them. We know we have bugs. We do a lot of stuff. We have a lot of we're on a lot of platforms. We ship every week. So we definitely have a bit of a pardon our dust mentality. That's kind of how we keep developing Rec Room pretty quickly, is by by shipping things and then kind of fixing them in the wild. So I apologize if you do hit a bug. We never like that. Thank you for the feedback. We don't want it to be bug room, so we forwarded all that to our testing team, and we'll just keep plugging away at fix. One thing I forgot to mention in the second question about the bugs, the one about the voice pitching changing unpredictably, that's fixed in the next release.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's great to hear. Our third question coming from the AMA is from PartyCal_RR. He asks, is there ever going to be an option to send pictures in the chat with someone in the message tab? Yeah, we definitely want to do that. Basically that'll happen when we bring the messages UI over to the new system. We'll give it a fresh coat of paint, give it some new capabilities, allow you to kind of pick from your photos and send photos to each other. So definitely planned. Can't say exactly when, but yes, we definitely want to do that. We think that'd be so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Just because it makes it more personal. You just rather than seeing just text, you see pictures. So that's really nice. All right, the next question comes from Norway Sun. He asked, do you guys have any plans to display rooms someone is a co-owner on their profile? Co-built a few rooms and different people, and it stinks not being able to show them on my profile because I didn't create the room.
Yeah, this is great feedback. We've heard this from a few different people. So what the question is we show on your profile rooms that you've created. We also want to show rooms that you're a co-owner of, all right? Because very often, groups of people put in contributions to make some of the really coolest rooms. So anyway, yes, short answer is yes, we're doing that. I believe it's actually happening in the next ship.
Oh,
I think we're updating it so that you'll actually see co-owners as well. Thank you for that feedback.
Very cool.
That should be happening next ship.
All right, that's what people like to hear. Usually, when I've been seeing AMAs, people are saying, "Oh, they're just dodging the question." But yeah, we're actually giving some answers here, guys. So
to be fair, I do dodge a lot of questions.
Just
let them go by.
The next question comes from Killer Beam 1. He asks, "What happened in the terrain tool you had in the big announcement video?" Okay.
Yeah, so we talked about that in I think a couple of AMAs ago. So basically, we had that prototype up and run. We ran into some kind of memory constraints where on some of our platforms we weren't able to quite free up enough RAM to make that terrain system viable, so we kind of had to go back to the drawing board. So we're still thinking about ways to do it, but it's kind of on the back burner while we figure out some of the lower level architecture stuff. So sorry about that. I know we got people excited by the terrain stuff. We still want to do it, but the way we were planning to do it turns out to be not the best approach. So we're kind of taking another swing, and it's going to take us a while to figure out the right way to do it. There are other things we talked about in that video that will come much sooner.
Okay, all right. Well, that's something to look forward to, guys. And again, if you guys haven't already, check out the big announcement video. It's definitely something to get really hyped over, especially for this year. So, especially all the
I think one of the big things we announced in that video was the creator payout program. Where we're gonna start paying some of our creators, which has definitely been happening. So we've had a bunch of creators make some pretty decent money, which has been really exciting for us, and we hope for them. That's amazing. Just being able to play one of your favorite games ever and getting paid for it. I mean, whoa, that's a dream job. Our next question comes from One Tough Cream Puff. Ooh, that's delicious. Okay. All right. Could we like the dye clothes with our hair dye? Oh, I see. You want to apply hair dyes to clothes. Not currently planned. No, we're not planning to support that.
Okay.
So, no, interesting idea, but not one we're currently planning on.
Yeah, very interesting, though. Thank you so much for the questions. We do like the creative questions that you guys come up with, though. So
and I would say, never say never. It's not that we would never do it, but just not something we're thinking about right now.
Our next question comes from Taco Boy VR. He asks, will we ever get an option to give or donate other players' tokens? Can you guys also make it easier to get tokens, please? I hear that a lot.
Well, so let's go backwards. Yeah, I mean, everyone always wants it to be easier to get tokens. We do tweet from time to time, but I wouldn't expect it to get wildly easier.
Yeah.
In terms of like donating tokens to each other, so in a sense you can do that. Like the way we think of it is, the way to kind of get tokens as a player is to be a creator, because you can go to someone's room and you can essentially give tokens to that creator by buying keys in their room, and you can effectively, some people have set that up kind of like a tip jar kind of thing. So that's a way to kind of get tokens to another player.
Oh yes,
is buy something in their room. So that's really how we think of it. And then of course if you're not a creator and you just want to kind of earn tokens, playing RROs is a way to earn tokens. We're not planning to have it so you can just like hand a bunch of tokens back and forth directly. But by creating a room and kind of putting stuff in your room that you can like put with keys that people can buy with tokens, that's a way that you can kind of get tokens from other players and give tokens to other players.
Yeah, because
the question.
Yeah, thank you so much for the questions, because we've been seeing some crazy, amazing rooms that are really detailed and all that. Yeah. Selling some amazing keys, inventions and all, and it's been working out pretty well too. So it seems like a lot of
and that's the way that creator payout program works as well, is by accumulating tokens by selling stuff in your rooms. That you can get enough tokens to cash them out. Exactly.
So guys, keep pushing, making more inventions and sell them that way. I think it's a really great idea. All right, our next question comes from FCHB1239. He asks, do you guys still focus on VR? Because the new UI small buttons that are hard for VR players, and for some reason is perfectly fitting for my PC monitor at a good old 1920 by 1080. Can you please do so we can touch buttons while we move and make it more 3D?
Yeah, so on the touching button while you move, we talked about that one in the first question. That's a bug, sorry about that one. We'll get that one fixed for sure. We're definitely interested in ways of finding ways to add more depth. But to go to the start of your question of like, we've definitely kind of we now have to think cross-platform, because Rec Room's on so many different devices. Right. And we definitely did deliberately make the UI kind of simpler and kind of a standardized 16:9 aspect ratio, just so it kind of works well across a bunch of different devices, and we don't have to like have a custom UI for every different device. But like I said in that first question, still got plenty of bug fixing and polish that we got to do. We hope we can make it work really well for everybody. And in the next ship, there's a bunch of improvements coming that hopefully will improve a bunch of stuff. And we are actively working on that problem of you can't press it while you're moving.
Oh, really?
Or falling or whatever.
Yeah, that's really good. So stay tuned for that, guys. That's a really exciting update. This is beautiful. Yeah. All right. Our next question comes from CMDR_Red Wolf. He asks, in the previous AMA, whenever someone asks questions, the answer is often not something the team is currently working on. So my question is, what is the team currently working on? And on the side question...
Oh, I see. Flipping it around.
Yeah, flipping it around. Okay.
All right, so all right, what are we currently working on? So obviously working on a bunch of stuff all at the same time. Couple of the highlights I would say is we've just about finished a really, really major revamp of the introductory, the first session that you have, like when you download the app in your player. Right. We've created a whole new orientation experience. It's kind of a little bit like, the way we thought about it, it's almost like a little mini one-player quest that's like a tutorial of how you learn to play Rec Room. It's actually really awesome. I know for established players that might be a bit less exciting, but I will say it's a way to introduce friends or new players. If you know a new player who's struggling with the controls or trying to figure out how stuff works, there's going to be a new orientation room that you can send them to that'll do a really nice job of holding their hand and taking them through all of the basics of what Rec Room is, how the controls, all that kind of stuff. So that's been a big thing that we've been doing. We've also been focused a lot on the circuits, like I've been talking about that for the last few AMAs. That is getting right down to the wire of coming out of beta, so being generally available. And in fact, for the next room building contest that just got announced this morning, I believe, we might be able to put a link there maybe. But yeah, that's the first room building contest where you'll be able to use some CV2 stuff in there, some V2 stuff in there.
That's exciting.
So that's really exciting. So that's been a big focus. That's obviously a huge new thing that we're doing. Let me think what else is happening. So we are moving on to create a new RRO. That is actually happening.
Let's go.
So that'll take a while before it comes out. But that we're starting work on that. There'll be a couple of little features that come out of that along the way. We are working on a pretty big upgrade to the costume system.
Oh, really?
So I won't say more than that, but we've got some really exciting updates planned for the costumes. What else is going on? I'm sure I'm forgetting a million things.
There's a lot of
we're
things
really
going on,
working
guys.
a lot on that creative payout program. That's kind of, we really think that's important to kind of like make sure that we've got creators who are like having fun creating, finding an audience for the stuff that they're building, and actually kind of getting some payouts like that. That to us is perfect and really important. I think that's enough, right?
That seems like a lot of stuff, especially when people are saying, there's nothing, we're not working on anything, but we are currently working on a lot of things.
Oh man,
so,
we're always working on something, and we'll be doing a lot of upgrading and stuff behind the scenes.
Oh, sorry.
nice to get a box from. But so and there's plenty of other stuff going on. We've got teams working on making it so that there's a bunch of other stuff that I don't want to start talking about yet because it's less guaranteed that it'll see the light of day. And but let me just say there is some really, really cool stuff coming. For those of you who were aware of RecCon, I know some of the people watching the AMA heard of RecCon or came to RecCon, which was a wonderful event that was put on by the community end of last year. Let's just say we took a lot of lessons out of RecCon and the things that people were trying to do, and we're sort of investing in some time and energy into trying to make the next RecCon bigger and better and cooler. There's a lot going on. There's a bunch of stuff, working hard on stuff that I'm not able to talk about yet. But thank you for the question.
Yeah,
hopefully that gives you a bit of a hint about what's going on.
Yeah, that's a lot of things to look forward to, guys. And wow, I'm just like so overwhelmed. So guys, make sure you guys leave a like on the video for everything that's going on. And just the whole like new user experience is a very cool idea because a lot of people that come into Rec Room, they kind of get thrown in there. Yeah, and it's overwhelming. So having them go into the way we think about it is, for the longest time, like as I've said many times in these AMAs, the way we work is, we ship things in a pretty early and rough state to get feedback from people, and then we adjust it. So for the longest time, like because we sort of like change things a lot and we're like making different decisions, we didn't really want to invest the time into doing a really polished introductory sequence because we would just change something and then it'd be like, well, the thing that you learned in the first session is no longer true, and that would be weird. I feel like, we know what Rec Room is. We think of it as a radically cross-platform social creation app, where you can build games and play games and hang out with friends. We sort of know what Rec Room is, and now it's just all about making it better and making it cooler and making it more reliable, bringing it to new platforms, blah, blah, blah. So we now feel, so now it makes sense to build that really kind of rich intro experience because, Rec Room's going to be Rec Room. We're just going to make it bigger and better and cooler and faster and stronger. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I mean, it just blows me away every time I go to the rec center. I'm seeing everyone on different platforms kind of chatting with each other. Yeah. I mean, it's such
I love that. Yeah.
It's such a cool like community feel. Like everyone's kind of belonging. And thank you so much.
One big happy family. One big happy family.
There you go. That's actually a really good way to put it. There you go. The next question we have here is from Pancake992. He asks, can we expect engine sounds for vehicles? Or do we have to import them ourselves? If we get engine sounds, will they be better than those shift engines and also hear everywhere?
So Pancake992. I wonder if Pancake992 is a game developer because if you've never tried to make an engine sound for a video game, you might be surprised to one of the hardest sound effects to do. It's surprisingly difficult to do a good job. Oh, it is. It's really tough. I take it from me, someone who's a terrible job of it in multiple games. So great question. So yes, absolutely. For vehicle stuff, we will definitely make sure there's a cool sound. I'm actually not 100% sure how we're going to do it yet, and we got a team of people smarter than me thinking about it. But yeah, great question, great observation. We'll make sure it sounds cool. And I know that one of our designers, Zizzy, her suggestion was maybe everyone could just make the engine sounds with their mouth, and they could. So that's always an option. Yeah.
That's great.
See, Harry, you're good at this. Great question. Yeah. The short answer is I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but yeah, it is important to get it right. Half the fun of driving a car is the cool noises. Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm not very good at it.
Guys in the chat, if you guys want to hear some more Gribbly SFX sounds, let us know, guys. Our next question comes from Draco24001. He asks, can you please fix the report system? Well, every time I open a rec room, I always get scared because I'm going to get banned for no reason. My own concern about the game.
Okay. Yeah, well, look, so what I can say about the reporting and the moderation system is that we are always working on it. We are always tweaking it. We're always looking at the way things are going on in the game, the reports we're getting, the moderation events we see, and we're constantly responding and tweaking and tuning. So we'll keep tweaking it. I will say if you stick well within the guidelines of the code of conduct, you should have no problems. You know, and if you do, you know, you always escalate to the mod team. Come and talk to them. We're always happy to talk to you. Happy to kind of give people responses. We're pretty responsive. If you get in touch with us, we will get in touch with you. So yeah. Stay safe out there, and you should be fine. Remember the code of conduct.
Oh, absolutely. And if you guys have any questions, we have a Discord link in the description. All right. Our last question for the AMA 22, guys. Last question. All right. And is that Gribbly ASMR voice? Last question.
Last question. Last question.
That's right. Our last question comes from chocolate_REC, or chocolate_rec. He asks, any update on the soundtrack being ported to Spotify and iTunes? Oh, yeah. That's
chocolate wreck. All right, do I have an update on this one? Okay. All right, we're gonna try something here, Harry. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
As of you watching this video, the Rec Room official soundtrack, not one, not two, but 3 volumes are all available on Spotify right now.
Oh my God, guys, please raise your hands up, guys. That's beautiful. Yes. Wait. Oh,
now wait, Harry. Let me, before you get too excited, we're recording this video a little bit ahead of time.
Okay.
And we're submitting all of the things, and they need to go through the pipes and go through the. So I'm hoping, like, by the time the video comes out, it'll be ready. If not, it'll be really, really close. Literally a matter of a day or two. So. Okay. If you remember, we had a fun Discord event. It was a few weeks back where Cloud, our art director, did a live stream of doing the cover of the soundtrack, which was really, really awesome. So people got to watch him kind of do that, which was really fun. And so since we've now got, and I'd been pestering him on the AMAs, you remember, be like, hey, I'm ready to do the soundtrack. We just need some cover art, so that shamed him into doing that, which is good. But then it turned, now I had to do the work of oh man, now I got to export all the music and put it in order. So I've done that. It's been a fun little kind of side project for me, is kind of sequencing everything. So yeah, the soundtrack's ready to go. There are 3 volumes. Let me explain the volumes to you, Herring.
Yeah, please do.
So volume 1 is all the quest music. It's like all of the kind of really nice kind of orchestral, you know, questy music, the pirate quest and the crescendo and all of that stuff.
That's my favorite.
That's fun. So that's a nice one, you know, to listen like a movie soundtrack. Then the second volume is kind of like all of the spacey science fiction kind of electronic music, like laser tag, and actually the Jumbotron music's in there because it didn't really fit in the orchestral one, you know.
Oh, right.
And some of the other kind of, you know, some of the trailer music that we've had that's a little more kind of electronic sounding. Maybe a little special treat from Rec Royale. There's a little bit of a little special treat in there. There's also, in both of those, there's a couple of variant and unused tracks, like things that, you know, were in as prototypes but never actually shipped, so just, you know, to have some interesting extra music in there. And then the last volume 3, this is like basically all of the kind of classic old Rec Room music that was in the game right when we shipped. So what was in the dorm radio, the classic Rec Room baby theme song, all of that stuff, kind of, and then that's also got all the paintball music and stuff in it.
Oh, did it?
So those are the 3 volumes. Cinematic kind of quest stuff, electronic-y kind of laser tag stuff, and then your classic dorm room radio from the early days of Rec Room.
Guys, that's so...
How about that?
That's super exciting. Please, guys, leave in the comments, like, which track do you guys like the most? Can you let us know, like, which volume you like the most out of those 3? I know they're tough, but what are you most, like, passionate about?
That is tough. You know, I think... Like, personally, I think probably the one that's the most fun to listen to from my perspective is the volume 1, all of the quest music, because I think it's to put on in the background, and like, you know, it's got some kind of drama and it's got some quiet music,
exactly.
and that's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to have on in the background. So that's probably the one I'd pick. But they're all, you know, I think they're all really fun.
Yeah, they're all fun.
Hopefully there's
Absolutely.
something. Hopefully there's something for everybody. That's what we hope.
Please leave a like in the comments, guys, because that is incredible. And yeah, we just thank you so much for working on that. Thank you.
Well, hey, I hope this timing works out, because that's going to make us look real cool if we're like, it's out, we did it. Otherwise, it'll be like, well, we almost made it.
Absolutely, but that's really exciting. So yeah, that concludes the AMA for this month, guys. And Gribbly, is there anything that you want to say for the people out there?
Trying to think. I don't think I got a special message this month, other than just to say we love you all. Thank you for playing Rec Room. We appreciate everyone who plays, everyone who creates, everyone who's excellent to each other. They're out there in the community. So please stay safe out there, have fun, and we'll see you for the next AMA.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the all the questions. You guys are awesome. And also, thank you so much for the patience, too. If you guys have any questions, please look at in the comments in the description down below. We have a blog post and also Discord links and whatnot, so to reach out to us. We'll see you guys very soon again. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe for everything Rec Room, guys. We are almost 150,000 subscribers. That is incredible. So keep that going.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's oh wow. Anyways, guys, have a good one, guys. I just want to say also thank you again to Gribbly for being here, as always. We always have an amazing time with him. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys, for now. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Who would win in a fight, Godzilla or King Kong?
Oh boy, that sounds like a loaded question. You know, what I think is they should both sit down. They should have a nice cup of tea, and they should work out their differences like civilized creatures. So I think it's a draw where everybody wins.
Okay. So you're saying like no damage to the buildings. Yeah.
Also, the giant monkey totally wins. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? Bruh. Totally Team Kong.
Okay.
100%.
I'm sorry. I have to block you. I'm sorry. I have to block Gribbly. Team Lizard, let's go! But yeah.
What have I done?
Oh, give me.
Oh, hey!
You said you
it's always
didn't.
fun to get a box. Look
Yeah,
at this.
you didn't get. Oh, there. Well, oh my god, that's perfect. All right, it matches your hat, and it's purple. Oh my gosh.